Representative Andy Holt faces a new problem. Inspectors say his hog farm is still violating federal clean water laws.
Holt sent out a statement Wednesday claiming the EPA had dropped its case against him, but investigative reporter Ben Hall found that was not the whole story.
Well, investigators actually found new violations on Holt's farm. He must now clean up 2 lagoons filled with hog manure to avoid paying any fines. The EPA documents reveal inspectors found 2 lagoons filled with water-contaminated hog manure on Holt's Weakley County farm, more than a year after Holt got out of the hog farming business. Holt has signed an agreement with the EPA promising to clean up the lagoons.
There's no hogs on site, so we haven't been producing hogs since sometime in 2014.
Holt told us last year he had shut down his hog farm. Last August, inspectors found that Holt had no hogs, but that he had not properly closed the lagoons, and there was a likelihood of waste flowing into the surrounding area. Those lagoons are what got Holt in trouble with the EPA in the first place. This summer, the EPA proposed a $177,000 fine against Holt. That large fine was for what happened between 2011 and 2013. Holt pumped 800,000 gallons of manure-contaminated waste out of the lagoons. Holt claimed he had to after heavy rainfalls and blasted the EPA for overregulation.
The U.S. EPA is an entity that I think has become very politicized, much like the IRS.
But court documents show the EPA agreed to drop the proposed fine against Holt if he properly cleaned up the lagoons on his farm. He has 18 months to remove all manure, agricultural waste, and contaminated soil from the lagoons. If he does not, the EPA could reinstate the fine. It is a slightly different result than what Holt claimed in a news release, that the EPA had ended their investigation. In fact, Holt must send regular updates to the EPA about the progress of the cleanup of his lagoons. A spokesman for the EPA said the agency just wants the mess cleaned up. They thought a large fine might prevent or delay that from happening, so we'll keep following this.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
Do you remember